Last week, Warner Brothers started their Oscar push to have Wonder Woman and Lego Batman nominated for Oscars. Yes, that's right. Warner Brothers is trying to get Wonder Woman and Lego Batman some Oscar nominations and maybe some wins. I don't know. Do you think that's possible? Do you think the Academy would give an Oscar to sci-fi fantasy movies, especially one that's geared towards kids and one that, another one that's a superhero movie? Traditionally, those movies have only been able to win, like in best animated film or, special effects, technical stuff, sound, maybe the score, the soundtrack. But they're also being nominated for things like best picture and stuff. So let's take a look. Let's start with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's being nominated for like a truckload of categories. Best picture, best director, Patty Jenkins, best adapted screenplay, Alan Heinberg, adapting a story by, him and Jason Fuchs and Zack Snyder. Best actress, Gal Gadot. Best supporting actress, three of them. Robin Wright, who played Antiope, Wonder Woman's aunt. Connie Nielsen, who played Wonder Woman's mother, Hippolyta. And Elena Anaya, who played Dr. Poison. And Elena Anaya did a good job, actually, with, she had a relative, she was in the movie enough, but she didn't have as much screen time as, some other people. But I felt that the scene where she was having that exchange at the ball with Chris Pine, Steve Trevor, between the two of them, she was really good. And her facial expressions when she was experimenting with her poison and maybe getting a little bit too happy about watching her poison's effects on people, that was some good acting. Best supporting actor, Chris Pine, who played Steve Trevor. David Thewlis, forgot who he was. I think that was Ares. Danny Houston, who was General Ludendorff, the guy Wonder Woman thought was Ares, and then Ewan Bremer. I think he was the guy who had the soldier friend of hers who couldn't sing, who had post-traumatic stress disorder. I think that's who he was. Best cinematography, Matthew Jensen, and then other things like best production design, best film editing, best costume design, Lindy Hemming, I guess. It was a period film, and, the Oscars love period pieces and all that, stuff like that. And the costuming in that movie was good. And also the Amazons too, and with Ares and stuff, his outfit. Although I don't know, Ares was all CGI, so I don't know. That wasn't a costume, was it? That was special effects. Did she maybe do does the costume designer work with the special effects team to design the outfits that the computer generated characters are going to wear? Interesting. Best visual effects, duh. Of course, this is the kind of movie with a lot of effects. Best sound mixing, best sound editing, best makeup and hairstyling, best original score. Oh yeah, the score was really good. By Rupert Gregson Williams. Yeah, I actually did. I bought the Wonder Woman score. I thought it was really good. DC movies, they really like having those epic cinematic scores. Batman vs. Superman had one of those. Man of Steel had one of those. I like that. Suicide Squad didn't really have... Suicide Squad soundtrack was good, but they were going more towards mainstream pop music and rap and stuff. A different kind of music. And let's see, Lego Batman. What's Lego Batman got going on? Best animated feature film? Duh, right? People loved Lego Batman too, so maybe it has a shot in that category. Best director, Chris McKay, who's also directing Nightwing. Best original screenplay, the actors, Will Arnett. I didn't see Lego Batman, so I don't know. Will Arnett played Batman. Zach Galifianakis, Michael Cera, Rosario Dawson. She was Batgirl, right? Ralph Fiennes or Ray Fiennes. Best cinematography, best production design, best film editing, best sound mixing, best sound editing, best original score, best original song. Wow, two different best original songs. They're nominating two different songs. So, there we go. And the other ones are Dunkirk and Blade Runner 2049. Actually, I saw and liked Blade Runner 2049. Let me see, what's that being nominated for? Best Picture. Best Director. Denis Villeneuve. And yeah, he did a really good job. Denis Villeneuve is a very good director. I have to give him that. Best Adapted Screenplay. Hampton Fancher and Michael Green. Best Actor, Ryan Gosling. Best Supporting Actor, Harrison Ford and Jared. Ryan Gosling played the main character, Kay, the Blade Runner. Best Supporting Actor, Harrison Ford, reprising his role as Deckard from the first Blade Runner. Jared Leto as the main villain, Neander Wallace. Spoiler, I guess if you haven't seen Blade Runner, Jared Leto's character is a villain. Best Supporting Actress, Ana de Armas, who played Ryan Gosling's girlfriend, fake girlfriend. She was a hologram, basically, an AI. But that was a really good role. Her name was Joy. Sylvia Hux, she played Love, the replicant who was the bad guy, who was the henchman in that movie. Robin Wright, the police chief of the LAPD. Mackenzie Davis, I don't know who that was. And Carla Jury. I'm not sure who that is either. I'll have to go back. Probably some of the other characters that I guess I didn't remember. Best cinematography, Roger Deakins. Yes, the cinematography in Blade Runner 2049 was great. Best production design, best film editing, best costume design, best visual effects, sound mixing, sound editing, makeup and hairstyling, and best original score. Oh yes, the score was great. I listened to that score at my day job on YouTube all day. That's some ambient, chill out, excellent. It's beautiful. Industrial, it's all that kind of stuff. It's great. And they deserve acknowledgement. Hans Zimmer and Benjamin Wallfisch. Hans Zimmer was going to do the soundtrack for Justice League, but he backed out. Ugh. I'm sure the Justice League soundtrack is going to be great with Danny Elfman there, but originally it was supposed to be Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. They did a great job on Batman vs. Superman. I'm sure they would have done a great job with Justice League, but they're both out. Oh well. It's in your hands now, Danny Elfman. I'm sure they're capable hands. But that's it. Oh, and Dunkirk. But I'm not going to do Dunkirk because I don't watch movies like Dunkirk. I don't watch realistic movies. I only watch, I don't know, maybe someday. But anyways, very interesting. I know that when it comes with the biggest one here, the biggest movie that's going to get the most attention for making this campaign and trying is, of course, going to be Wonder Woman. Because that's the movie that everybody made a big deal about this past summer. And it, had a lot of female empowerment. And it had a lot of deep themes in it. And it's something that resonated with a lot of female viewers. But interesting enough, another comic book movie this year that people were talking about Oscar consideration was Logan. Another comic book movie, superhero movie with some very deep, dark themes. This Logan was definitely darker than Wonder Woman, but I actually thought Wonder Woman was kind of dark. But, Logan was like a high concept Western. It had great performances from Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and the girl who played X-23. I don't know what her name is. Daphne Keane. And there were other people in that movie doing a good job too. And so the whole debate is if any of these movies get nominated, Logan or Wonder Woman, is the Academy going to accept two comic book movies in the same category? Because, the Academy can sometimes, a lot of times, be too good for comic book movies or sci-fi movies in the most prestigious categories, like Best Picture, Best Actor, Actress, that sort of thing. So if they're going to be, it might be a snowball's chance, in hell that they'll take even one of these movies to be nominated. But two? Like, it'll be Logan or Wonder Woman. Probably not both. Not in Best Picture or Best Actor, Actress, or anything like that. It would just be one or two. Only one of them. And I think Wonder Woman might have the bigger shot because I think Warner Brothers is making a huge push. I don't know if Fox has even made an Oscar push for Logan yet. They might in the future, but I don't know if they have yet. But Wonder Woman came out more recently than Logan did. So it's closer to the cutoff window. And Wonder Woman got a lot more, I think, play because of the whole female empowerment angle. And a lot of women, they were crying when they watched Wonder Woman. It was a very revelatory cinematic experience for a lot of female viewers. And I think that might hold a lot of power for Academy voters. But we'll see. Logan was definitely good. I got to give it to Logan. That was a great movie. But even so, I don't know if either one of them are going to be in are going to make it to like Best Picture nominations or anything like that. We'll see. But what do you think? Do you think that Wonder Woman and Lego Batman have a shot? Do you think Logan has a shot? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Me personally, I wouldn't mind if either one of them was nominated, but, remember Deadpool. They tried to get Deadpool nominated for an Oscar or something, and that didn't get in. And I don't think Deadpool was a good movie, but that wasn't an Oscar movie. It wasn't the kind of movie that gets an Oscar. And I don't know if Logan or Wonder Woman are either. Although I will say that I think Logan and Wonder Woman are closer to Oscar, than Deadpool was. But that's just me. What do you think? Just wanted to give you this quick, DC movie update, Warner Brothers movie update about comic book movies trying to move up the food chain in terms of Oscar consideration. You think it's possible? You think it's going to happen this year with Logan or Wonder Woman? Or even Lego Batman? Hopefully I left you with something to think about. But anyways, thank you for watching. Of course, I'll be making more movies about DC movies and TV shows and comic books and non-DC stuff too. But anyways, talk to you later. Bye.